everybody. Good evening and welcome to Today on Display. Folks, there's no business like show business like no business I know. Everybody knows that. I mean, it combines two of the best things, getting entertained and making it rain. Who wouldn't be on board? Speaking of being on board, my community theater production of Anything Goes is running this weekend, and this weekend only. I play all the parts, and it's set in a steampunk dystopia. Anyway, I really hope you can make it, because my mom keeps coming up with excuses why she won't be there. Friends, I am your host, Sarah Priebus, and we're going to kick off the night, as always, with our display tip of the day. Then we'll chat with Peter Alexandru about his online platform, We Are Actors. And finally, we'll go head-to-head in some trivia, where you could win up to $10,000. I mean, it sounds like equal parts show and business to me. And speaking of making money off your art, it's time for our display tip of the day, the Support Me button. Do you know about this? Have you played around with getting other creators paid? This is a little yellow S that you see on other creators' posts. And when you tap it, you're served an ad. Now, the money from that ad goes 50% to display and 50% to the creator whose post you just tapped on. This is an incredible way to get artists paid without actually having to take out your wallet. No other platform is doing this, right? Now, I'm going to show you exactly where you can find this. Take a look right here, right? This is your feed. You see that little yellow S on the bottom right? So this is if you're scrolling through your feed. This is, let's say you go, there's a couple ways to find it, right? You could go directly to the creator who you want to support, right? So I could go to Display TV. I love Display TV. I want to support them. I want to get them paid. So I can head on over to Display TV and I can tap that little yellow S, right? Again, that means I'm going to be served an ad. I'm going to have to watch an ad. Friends, I'm telling you, sometimes these ads are really fun. You actually get to play a little game. And sometimes they're like 5 seconds and then they're over. But you know what happens at the end of that? It says, thank you, Sarah Priebus, for supporting Display TV or whomever I've decided to post. Or if you're just scrolling in your feed, right, and you see someone and you're like, I love that photo, I love that video, I want to say thank you. Click that little yellow S. It's where you find the like, the comment, the share button, and make sure you get other people paid. This is incredible. You literally do not break the bank. You do not take out your wallet. You don't have to dive into your own piggy bank. I know, I don't want to break my piggy bank either. And you can literally help other people get paid. Again, any other platform, it's a subscription-based service, it's a tip jar, you actually have to pay with your own money. Here, by watching an ad, the time that it takes to watch that time, your time, is converted into dollars for that creator. During our next commercial break, I dare you to go try it. You got enough time, go watch a little ad, support someone. I mean, you can support me if you want, but go support someone random. I don't need it. I got lots of friends on here. Go find someone, go support them, go help them get paid, right? Because I guarantee you, they're going to do the same in return for you. You can actually see who is supporting your post. You can click and look at your analytics and see, oh, this person keeps supporting me. And then you can go say thank you by supporting them back. All right, friends, stick around because when we come back, we are spinning the trivia wheel to see how much money we're playing for tonight. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Display Tips. The best way to get the most out of display is to explore and discover. Let's take a quick glance at your display home screen. Swipe up and scroll through the news feed to see inspiring content from other creators. When you see something you like, tap like, comment, share, support, or all of them. Ready to create your own content? Tap the Create icon for photo, video, GIFs, filters, live streaming, and more. Then start sharing. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
I'm from Long Beach, girl. With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being Snoop Dogg or Double G, but I somehow, some way keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through 2 in the morning and
I ain't joking, do it sound like I'm kidding. I've been making like 2,000 a minute. So high up through the clouds, I was swimming. I'm probably gon' drown when I'm in it. I bet she gon' get loud when I'm in it. And we might have a child. I won't love a hoe after we fuck, she can't get near me. Only bitch I give a conversation to is
I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast.
Friends, welcome back to Today on Display and welcome to Display Trivia. I am the closest that I have ever been to Vanna White. Literally. Oh, finally, we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to make some money. Do you know how this works? I'm going to tell you. So, as you can see, there's $1,000 slots, $2,500 slots, $5,000 slots, and of course, the question mark slot. That's where it gets interesting, right? Because if we land on a question mark, you will vote to determine the value of the question mark between these four envelopes. Yeah, you vote to determine what we're going to open, and these envelopes contain up to $10,000. Shall we do it? I'm going to say that you're saying yes in the chat, so let's do it. Let's spin the wheel. Woo! Money, 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 money. Ooh, yes. Money on a Monday. I turned around and we were just passing the $5,000 mark, but that's all right, folks. We are going to be playing for $1,000. And if you didn't already know, we do this every single weeknight at 7:30. You can tune in for Today on Display, and around 8 o'clock we begin the trivia. But you never know. We could always start early. So come at 7:30 and definitely don't miss it. Now, if you want to be here for the trivia tonight, and why don't you? We're giving away $1,000. You're going to stay exactly where you are, right in this app. Later on, the questions are going to pop up on your screen. There's going to be 10 of them. You're going to have about 10 seconds to answer each one. If you get them all right, you win a piece of that $1,000 prize. But up next, we have my friend Peter Alexandru here. He is going to be talking about his business for on-camera talent called We Are Actors. Stick around.
Hey, I'm Tiki Barber, former University of Virginia student athlete and also former New York Giant running back. I can't tell you how excited I am to announce the partnership between Influencer and Display. So what's Display? Display is social that pays. This revolutionary social media app is changing the game for college athletes, and now it's your turn to play. Welcome to the brand new world on social media. Welcome to Display, social that pays.
You're my queen, all that I need, got it, I'm in. Radio hitting rainbows, ultralight beams. Sport plays more like tennis, don't need a team. It's just me and you, and it's everything that is seen. Hey. Come on, let's do some things we never do. Hey.
Word out, I'm getting to it like clockwork now. My head is cracked and they all burned out. They talk shit, but it's my turn now. And it should have been my first round. Young Tiller, what the fuck was you worried about? Who was talking all this shit? I'ma bury him now. I'ma tell it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I came back to my phone and I saw all the resounding yeses, which made me very, very happy. I also saw someone saying, that's Tiki? Yeah, Tiki Barber has a show here on Display TV every Wednesday, so you got to check it out. But for now, we're here for Today on Display. And tonight we're here to discuss a friend of mine's new platform for on-screen talent. His name is Peter Alexandru with We Are Actors. Hey, Peter, how's it going?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to present your company, your brand, and the business that you've been building to all of our audience because a lot of them are creative. So in the chat, let me know if you're someone who aspires to be an actor or creative in some way. throw me a little hands up emoji. I want to know who we're talking to tonight. And Peter, why don't you give us sort of the lay of the land? What is We Are Actors?
So basically, the main way to think about it is it's a community first. It's an online ecosystem that is essentially going to be a one-stop shop for actors, whether they need headshots, they need coaching, they need somebody to read with them for an audition. We have all things like that. And then anybody that goes to We Are Actors and makes a free profile will automatically be grandfathered into casting boards, which is something that we're about to launch very, very soon, which is essentially an Actors Access breakdown services where we submit jobs. You can submit 4 jobs, people can post jobs, managers, agents can put their clients up for jobs and things like that.
I mean, I heard a few buzzwords that really resonate with me because it's kind of similar to what we're doing here on display. So community, first and foremost, I think that's huge, you know, networking, helping each other, people that are sort of like-minded, that have similar goals. I also heard one-stop shop, which is sort of what we do with Creator Tools. We're trying to give everyone sort of a platform where they can just come, edit their videos, take their photos, not really have to leave. And yeah, it sounds like you're doing the exact same thing for actors where, you know, you can go in, you know, get your resources, your education there, whether it's a list of monologues or casting directors that you should meet. And then you can literally stay there and say, okay, well, now I know I want to audition for this casting director. Oh, look, there's a workshop I can sign up. And oh, cool, I can use this monologue that I just found on the We Are Actors website. So I love that you're doing that. And I love that you're all about helping fellow actors get established. But we want to learn about how exactly you're doing that. So tonight you came through. Are you ready to post up?
Yeah.
Okay, great. This is Posted Up. I sensed a little hesitation, but this is going to be great. I've dug up some of your posts from right here on display, and I want to hear the story about them, you know, or tell me a little bit more as to why you've posted this. Let's take a look at the first post that we've got. So, yeah, I mean, this just seems like it's your logo. It's sort of what you just told us about, right? I love that you're offering this for free. So anybody right now who's interested, right, can head on over to weareactors.com and build a profile. Tell me a little bit more about sort of like once you make a profile, what does that mean?
So essentially when Casting Boards is launched, your profile on We Are Actors is automatically going to be linked to Casting Boards. And whenever you want to upload a headshot, whenever you want to upload more reels, that is absolutely free. You can upload as many things as you like and we do not charge you a penny. And then you use that profile essentially to submit for the jobs that are going to be posted on Casting Boards.
This Casting Boards thing sounds like an incredible resource. I mean, as an actor myself, I know I've run into so many situations with current casting boards, essentially, where you have to pay per minute of video that you want to upload. You have to pay per headshot. It's a lot of startup costs to just get yourself on like a website to begin with. And you haven't even gotten any jobs yet. So the fact that you're offering this resource for free, folks, please, please, please take advantage of this. This is an incredible resource, and it sounds like it's just the beginning. So let's take a look at the second post that we have for you. Yeah, this is great. Tell me about some of the casting calls.
So this was an indie that we posted for casting, and we got a ton of submissions, and eventually somebody got picked from one of our actors, and it was exactly what we set out to do. So we're absolutely thrilled with that.
That's incredible. So, I mean, it sounds like you all have a great network of people who are already trusting in the service that you're providing, who are coming to you with jobs and saying, great, we love your community of actors, you know, put this out there. And any aspiring actors too, it's like you've already vetted, you know, this crew, this production company, whoever is producing this work, so that, you know, it's a sort of pre-established thing. That's really great. Let's take a look at the next post that we've got. All right, behind the scenes, what's going on here?
So this was in the very, very early stages of We Are Actors when we were developing how-to videos to give people instructions on how to set up a profile, how to use our monologue database, which is also free, and how to basically navigate throughout the site.
So were you hosting some of these these how-to videos?
I was indeed. Yes, I was.
Bravo, bravo. That's great. I mean, as any content creators watching this, you know, a lot of times, like, it's just getting up, making the content that you need to put. So whether you're a business owner, and again, you need to walk people through sort of what it is that your business represents, get out your phone, get out the cameras, whatever you have access to, and shoot that content. Let's take a look at our next post that we've got. These are the monologues. These are some of the monologues. I have a feeling that you have more. And I love that this is, again, it's a blog, right? So there's all kinds of topics that people can dive into, all kinds of things that actors sort of, you know, have questions about and need inspiration from.
Absolutely. We have a plethora of relevant to actors specifically blog posts. So we have like drama schools, the best ones to, like, if you're looking to get to drama school, we have obviously the monologues for men and women. Sometimes the blogs are specifically for women, sometimes specifically for men or whoever. And mental health, grooming, anything and everything, you're going to find it up there eventually, because we're just constantly uploading more and more blogs and content that are specifically for actors.
This is great. I mean, because I know how daunting any of that stuff can be. You know, even when you're like, okay, I finally have the money to spend on some headshots. Who do I go to? Like, what photographer do I seek out? I'm sure there's recommendations, or even how you can even do the research yourself to choose where do you come up with, how do you decide on a good headshot photographer? So from, you know, point A to point B, you know, they really have everything that you could possibly need to, you know, get started as an actor. If you're already an established actor, things that, you know, you could still learn from. Let's take a look at the last one that we've got, a little bit more BTS. Is this from the same shoot?
That was me. Yes, it was. And that was me being the human teleprompter.
Ha! Don't I know about that? Listen, you got to make it work. I mean, this show that I'm doing right now has had so many versions. You know, it started in my living room during the pandemic, and I was doing Zoom calls on my laptop on the couch, and it evolved, and then like, you know, now I do get to work off of a teleprompter when I need it. But I totally understand the evolution of that. And I mean, even as an actor, right? So many times you're like, if you don't have the proper equipment yet, you're like taping your phone to a tripod or leaning it up against something to get that self-tape. So I feel like that's very representative of what we go through. It's so great to learn more about the work that you guys are doing. But when we come back, we're going to find out a little bit more about Peter himself. Peter, is that okay with you?
Yes, it is.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back, everyone.
Welcome to Display Tips. The bottom menu bar unlocks many rich features. Tap the home icon to refresh and bring you back to your newsfeed. To search for friends, tags, and discover new content, tap the search icon. Reaching out or receiving messages from friends and followers is easy and right here. Your profile gives you access to all things about you. Tap the Create icon to go to the media screen and create original content and even live stream. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
But I fell in love with the money, now I'm comfortable.
What we say?
So if I let you come on this side,
This side.
you won't never get to switch sides. Every nigga around me, they on boss, ain't got a dick right. Them niggas talking down, I blew their budget down to 10 times. Everybody jumped the ship, they thought it capsized. Now anybody making U-turns gon' get baptized. Don't listen to
These bitches on me. I've been coolin' laying low, but I'm not taking the seat. But just know a nigga back, and this time I won't leave. I've been running, gotta check me your bag. I got hundreds on my neck and I got trues on my ass. Nigga said
Welcome back, everyone. I'm here with Peter Alexandru, head of East Coast Development for We Are Actors, which is a new platform connecting on-screen or stage talent to the industry. So thanks so much for joining us again, Peter. I want to know, as a fellow actor, I can imagine the idea for this, you know, came from something that you thought was lacking in the industry, or something, you know, that you yourself struggled with. Can you tell me a little bit about your personal experience and sort of how that relates to the formation of the company?
Well, I first off have to give 100% credit to Mashad Tarabi, who is the founder of We Are Actors. He approached me about a little after its original inception and explained to me what it was. And I immediately went, yes, I'm on board. Like, I can't pay you anything. I'm like, that's fine. Let's just make something awesome. And basically there was like something missing in New York New York, LA, Atlanta, and Vancouver, and eventually more cities, where we have the breakdown services like that shall remain nameless. And then we have like places like Actors Connection that offer wonderful services as well. That also has a community, but nothing that sort of brings those two together. So that was really the driving force, where we want to have like resources that are actually useful, that can actually get people jobs and actually get people signed, and also have opportunities for jobs for people to apply the stuff that they learn into the real world.
So, Peter, through your work, you're empowering actors and giving them more choices, obviously. So today, we thought we'd give you some choices. Are you ready for this or that? Okay, so basically we're gonna pit two things against each other, and you're gonna decide which one is more your speed. Here we go, and action. Stage or screen?
Stage.
Singer who moves or mover who sings?
Singer who moves.
Film or TV?
Film.
Legit or commercial?
Legit.
Agent or manager?
Ooh. Agent.
Scene or monologue?
Scene.
Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Union or non-union?
Ooh, touchy subject. Union.
Okay. Wig or merkin?
Merkin.
Willing to shave or screw that?
Oh yeah, I'll shave.
Is there anything here that you feel that we need to kind of explain for our non-actors that might be watching?
A merkin is a toupee that you wear on your privates.
There you go. There you go. All right, let's have some more fun. I was going to say let's have some fun, but I feel like this has already been pretty fun. So, workshops or workouts?
Ooh. Workouts.
Networking or net profits?
Net profit?
Headshots or COVID shots?
Jesus, headshots.
Limelight or limeade?
Limelight.
Casting call or booty call?
Ooh. Casting call.
First takes or hot takes?
Hot takes.
Shakespeare or shake it like a tail feather?
Shakespeare.
Self-tapes or self-care?
Self-care.
Revival or survival job?
Survival.
Playbill or Playboy?
Playbill.
All right,
Playbill.
we're gonna do a lightning round. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Rain or shine?
Shine.
Peter, I want to know too, in terms of growing your business, you know, you guys have evolved so quickly. Would you say that social media was something that sort of really helped you to grow it, or what was sort of the role in social media for helping to grow your business and getting the word out there?
Absolutely. Well, it helps us engage with our members in real time. It helps us alert our members whenever we have a casting workshop coming up, like when they can audition for agents or casting directors. Whenever we put blog posts out, all of that is notifications through social media. So yeah, but essentially communicating with our base is how we do that.
And for anyone who missed it earlier, I was going to say, is there anything, that you can sort of tease or tell people to look out for? I know the casting boards is something, but is there anything else that we sort of wanted to go over that we may have missed?
There are going to be more workshops coming up very soon that members can sign up for. Only members. So if you're not a member, go make
join.
a profile. Free.
Go
Yeah.
join now. Thank you, Peter, so much for making time today to stop by. And friends, you can follow the work that he's doing on the website, weareactors.com, or, follow him right here on display at Peter_Alexandru. Coming up next, we have trivia for $1,000. Don't miss it.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language, identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
I'm not dealing with the pawns. My heart cold. All of my feelings is gone. 2 hands. I'm willing to jump. I tell a bitch to chill in the car. I look at her body, it's giving me hard. You with a friend, I need a Nicki Minaj. I'm hitting them low. And we can take it where you willing to go. Bitches is dying to chill with the bros. You get killed for stealing the phone. I got y'all fools this time. I go super saiyan every single day. Hold on. Man, like 50K, heard he feeling brave. Hold on. Had to tell that nigga we are not the same. Hold on. Had to tell that nigga stay up in your lane. Hold on. I got ice on me like I. Listen, yeah, I dream in color. And I sleep on the canvas. I think we all need each other. Empathy, that could be our advantage. Bad bitch speak Creole or Spanish. Let this way, then I'm liking my chances. Oh man, why go?
All right. Welcome back to Today on Display and welcome to Display Trivia. Tonight, we've been talking a ton about show, but are you ready to show what you know? Yeah, that's right. It's almost time for your turn in the spotlight. I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly, is what I would say if this were a Destiny Child song, but it's not. It's trivia. And tonight's pot is $1,000, and here are the rules. You'll have 10 seconds to pick your answer and choose wisely, because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the cash prize, but stay in the game, because you can keep playing along for fun. Have you all memorized those lines by now, right? Like good little actors? I mean, I do say a few of the same taglines every night. You should know it by now. Let's see who's here. Who's here? Hello, welcome one and all. Do a little shout out in the chat. Who.Nation77 is here. What's up, Chaz? We got Johnny here from Kuwait. We have Chico99 from DC. My friends are all here joining me. I am so excited. Now, I need to know how many of you have already won trivia before. How many displayers in the house have already won a trivia game? Give me a fire emoji in the chat right now if you have already won trivia before. I want to know. Shout it out. Maybe if you've won multiple games, throw in how many games you've won. How many? Do I have anyone? Yes. All right. I see a sunglasses. I'm going to take that as a win. Is that a win? I don't know. All right. Chico's giving me some fireworks. We got Urban Sombrero with the flames. Yes. People are just tuning in now. Folks, you're lucky. I am the stall queen. I am stalling for you because it's almost 8 on the dot, and that means you were almost late for a very important date. You, me, trivia now. All right? I've given you enough time, so let's do a little practice question. Just one more thing to get a couple more people in here. So tell me, how many hours of sleep do you typically get a night? 8+ hours? 7 to 8 hours? 6 to 7 hours or less than 6 hours a night? Anyone answering 8+, let me just ask you, how? Are you like super efficient? You get everything done really fast and then you have all the time in the world to unwind? If so, please teach me your ways. Or do you just not have a lot on your plate? Also, good for you. Good for you. Everything in moderation. My brain, at the end of the night when I try to lay down, it's like, I don't know how to slow it down. 7 to 8. 7 to 8 mostly. That feels normal. What is normal? I don't know. I think I'm like 6 or less if I'm being honest. But you must be getting the right amount of sleep because most of you are pretty smart. You ready to do this? Here we go. Question 1. All of the following words rhyme with hair except their, bear, war. All of the following words rhyme with hair except their, bear, war. Bet y'all thought this was just trivia time, but tonight, it's also rhyme time. Anyone else feeling sublime? This quiz is a mountain, but I know you can climb. I talk while I host, so don't call me Select those answers because you're almost out of time. Yeah, you got it. And 84% of you tonight, gonna make it shine. Gonna make it shine, make it shine, make it shine. All right, that was fun, but now we're done with rhyme time. Question 2. This rapper won the Grammy for Best New Artist in 2021. Cardi B, Lizzo, Megan Thee Stallion. This rapper won the Grammy for Best New Artist in 2021. Cardi B, Lizzo, Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, for real, I'll stop with the rhyming, especially after mentioning these powerhouse ladies of rap. Do you know how foolish I would look? That rhyme thing I did before? Not foolish. Very cool. Very cool. But to do it now? Well, that would just make me look ridiculous. Also ridiculous? The talents of Megan Thee Stallion and 88% of you? Well, you're a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Well, maybe not ratchet. Let's see how you're doing in question 3. What is another name for the steps on a ladder? Feet, rungs, bits. What is another name for the steps on a ladder? Feet, rungs, bits. Friends, please always make sure you're using proper ladder safety. Only one person at a time. Make sure you're using the 4-to-1 rule. Oh, and also never walk under them. That's 7 years of bad luck right there. And I need my display bees in fighting shape for trivia. So just don't do it. Also avoid breaking mirrors and stepping on cracks, okay? All the usual stuff. 89% of you are your own good luck charms. Let's take those ladder rungs and climb on up to question 4. Which of the following cheeses isn't typically manufactured using a wax rind? Gouda, Edam, mozzarella. Which of the following cheeses isn't typically manufactured using a wax rind? Gouda, Edam, mozzarella. Some cheese is like the Karate Kid. It's wax on, wax off. The wax here serves as protection. And if there's anything that needs protection, it is cheese. Am I waxing crazy here? I think you're making a pretty good point. Just like sharp cheddar, am I right? When it comes to cheese, I don't usually discriminate, but the standalone cheese tonight is mozzarella. And 83% of you are on your way to earning some cheese. Next, question 5. Which of the following countries did not sign the treaty that created the European Union in 1992? Finland, France, Italy. Which of the following countries did not sign the treaty that created the European Union in 1992? Finland, France, Italy. Yep, we're talking about the European Union, otherwise known as the EU. Which might sound gross, but I promise it's not. Countries coming together in the name of peace and free trade? Doesn't sound super icky to me. Sounds pretty delicious, actually. Especially when most of the trade is wine and smoked meats. Sorry, I literally always find a way back to charcuterie. Focus, Sarah! Players, which one? Which one of these nations did not sign the Treaty of Maastricht? Finland is the only one here. They hopped on board just a few years later. 82% of you knew it. On to question 6. In a CMYK ink cartridge, the Y stands for what type of color? Primary, secondary, tertiary. In a CMYK ink cartridge, the Y stands for what type of color? Primary, secondary, tertiary. Come on. Come on. You remember your color wheel? Sure, it's no Ferris wheel, but it's almost as fun. The color wheel was that thing on the wall in elementary school art class that taught us how to mix colors. Red and blue make purple. Red and yellow make orange. But my favorite combo, yellow and blue making some of that green, which is a secondary color, but 85% of you got that yellow. In the cerulean magenta yellow key cartridge is primary. Let's continue working on this masterpiece in Q7, shall we? Which of the following energy terminology is not an eponym? Joule, calorie, watt. Which of the following energy terminology is not an eponym? Joule, calorie, watt. On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Oh, eponym. My bad, guys. I totally thought you said eponine. No, for real. I knew what I said. I just really wanted an excuse to sing Les Mis, and I don't regret what I did at all. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what I say here, as long as you look down and pick the right answer. Do you hear the people sing? Do you hear the people sing? I do, because 90% of them just got this one and are moving on to question 8. All of the following are ways the night before Halloween is referred to in certain U.S. states, except All Hallows Eve, Cabbage Night, Devil's Eye. All of the following are ways the night before Halloween is referred to in certain U.S. states, except All Hallows Eve, Cabbage Night, Devil's Eye. Yeah, in certain places, the night before Halloween has its own name too. Kind of like Christmas Eve or Thanksgiving. A very happy Black Friday to all you who celebrate. Look, let's focus on the present. Even though my birthday is coming up and I love presents. Okay, the only item on this list that is not some version of Mischief Night, do you know what it is? Well, I'm gonna tell you. It's All Hallows Eve, which is actually another name for Halloween. Oh, it scared ya. That one scared ya. 28% of you got it. Ooh. All right, let's trick or treat into question 9. Brutal. This silent film star was known for wearing and designing this type of hat named after a traditional English meat pie. Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd. This silent film star was known for wearing and designing this type of hat named after a traditional English meat pie. Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd. I wish we still had silent actors. Like, they can talk while they're acting. I just think they should keep it down when they're not on stage, though. Like high school thespians in a Chili's on a Friday after their opening night. Mostly just those actors should learn to be more quiet. Look, I only know because I was one. Guilty. 79% of you know a good pork pie when you see one, and Buster Keaton was famous for his pork pie hats. All right, my little piggies, it's time for the final question. Question 10. In Greek mythology, all of the following are names of goddesses of fate except Atropos, Decima, Lachesis. In Greek mythology, all of the following are names of goddesses of fate except Atropos, Decima, Lachesis. Anyone familiar with this dynamic trio? They are basically the Hemsworth brothers of their day. Just, old, haggard women who decided who lived and who died. Okay, so not at all like the Hemsworths, but hey, now we're all thinking about Chris, Liam, and Luke, which I'm not mad about at all. Actually, I'm pretty happy now, yeah. Sorry, I was on a beach with Chris. But I'm back. And who is taking home this game tonight? 74% of you got the only Greek fate not mentioned here is Decima, who is actually the Roman equivalent of Lachesis. Remember, the Romans basically took everything from the Greeks? And you all absolutely took this game by storm. Bravo, congrats to all of our winners. That second to last one, third to last one, if you made it through that, bravo. You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you got paid. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, with adventurer Jordan Kahana and his 2 pups. That's right, we've got doggies here, Zeus and Sedona, and beautiful travel pictures. As always, we are playing a whole new round of trivia. We'll see you tomorrow on Display.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am at LPR in New York City, where legendary living icon Fat Joe is about to bless us with an exclusive performance on display. I am literally shaking with excitement. I have no words. You want to get settled, you want to get comfortable, and you do not want to miss this performance. Stay tuned.
Really big challenges in 2020. Corona, New York was hit the hardest at the beginning. It was the epicenter. A lot of my friends passed away. Out of fear, I got on Instagram and started going live every day. I say I'm similar to like when Robin Williams was like, "Good morning, Vietnam." That's how I feel sometimes. You know, I got to go on the show and live in front of people and announce that DMX passed away. It's hard, but we got through it. But my heart is always in New York City. And I always say it's where the casket goes. There's people who move to Atlanta, there's people who move to Florida, but when they pass away, that casket comes back to the Bronx. So that's where you know where your home is at. 'Cause we only live once, man. I'm grateful to you. I thank you for everything you've done for me, allowed me to live out my dreams. I hope you enjoyed the show. Joe Crack, Fat Joe.
And now, performing exclusively on display, ladies and gentlemen, Fat Joe.